Everyone thinks OpenAI is just that ChatGPT company. But what if I told you that in the last few days, they've made moves that quietly reveal something much bigger? We're talking billion-dollar acquisitions, executive shakeups, and a complete transformation which most people missed. In reality, ChatGPT is just the entry door. What OpenAI is building right now? It's nothing less than a new operating system for the AI-driven internet. Let's break it down in 5 simple steps. 1. 2 acquisitions that reveal the bigger blueprint. In just 7 days, OpenAI confirmed 2 major acquisitions, both of them aimed at transforming how we build apps and products using AI. First, Alex Code. Developers who build for Apple already know it. Alex was this lightweight cloud AI assistant specifically built for Xcode, Apple's own software development environment. But while Apple owns Xcode, they've failed to optimize it. Most iOS developers found it clunky. That's where Alex became essential. Now, it's being merged into OpenAI's Codex division, the same tech that powers code generation inside VS Code, terminal interfaces, and AI-assisted programming. The goal? OpenAI is working on Cursor for Xcode, an AI-first IDE experience for Swift developers, merging cloud speed, code suggestions, file logic, and CLI support. No new downloads of Alex after October 1st. Existing customers retained for now. Integration into Codex confirms long-term product alignment, not a quick buyout. It doesn't stop there. Second, StatSig, the underrated $1.1 billion move. Unlike Alex, StatSig isn't consumer-facing. It's a back-end powerhouse. Used by Uber, Notion, and Brex, it runs A/B testing, feature flagging, decision logs, and product analytics. Basically, live experimentation for apps, enabling precise user segmentation and data-backed changes. OpenAI just acquired it for $1.1 billion in stock. But it wasn't just for the tool. They also acquired StatSig's founder, Vijay Raji, a 17-year Facebook veteran. He's now the CTO of OpenAI's Consumer Applications Division, reporting directly to Fiji Simo, the ex-Instacart CEO, now leading the entire apps org at OpenAI. This isn't just org shuffling, it's structural transformation. 2. Applications Division is a new pillar of OpenAI. OpenAI is officially splitting its roadmap into 2 major categories. Within its Applications Division, consumer apps, led by Vijay Raji, tools like ChatGPT, Code Interpreter, Alex's Xcode integration, and the ChatGPT desktop app. B2B and enterprise solutions, led by Surya Narayan, previously head of engineering at OpenAI, now focused on enterprise APIs, government partnerships, and large-scale AI deployments. An entire empire around products, not just models. Meanwhile, Kevin Weil, former Chief Product Officer, has been reassigned to lead a research-based AI for Science team, working under Chief Scientist Mark Chen. Yes, this is OpenAI's answer to Google DeepMind's AlphaFold, focusing on bioscience, materials science, and maybe even pharma. The result? OpenAI now has 3 powerful engineering verticals: consumer tech, enterprise AI, and scientific discovery, all being staffed by ex-Facebook, Twitter, and Instacart veterans. 3. $500 billion valuation, why investors are flocking. Just days ago, OpenAI increased their employee stock sale cap from $6 billion to $10.3 billion. This means investors like SoftBank, Thrive Capital, Dragoneer, and MGX, Abu Dhabi, are racing to buy shares from employees, not from the company. Why? Because the valuation jumped to $500 billion in just months. From $300 billion in early 2024 to $500 billion by Q3. This is the second highest private tech valuation in history,
after ByteDance. Let's be clear, you don't get a $500 billion valuation selling chatbot subscriptions. Investors see OpenAI not as a single product company, but as a foundational layer of the AI internet. Developer tools, productivity platforms, scientific R&D, enterprise APIs, and consumer operating systems built on LLMs. 4. Controversy forces a parallel push: safety and governance. But while they build all this, OpenAI is also under heightened pressure. Multiple lawsuits have surfaced pointing to how ChatGPT interacts with vulnerable users. California lawsuit. A family claims ChatGPT's responses contributed to their son's suicide. They've submitted chat logs showing harmful validation instead of guidance. Norway case. In another case, a man with paranoia used ChatGPT obsessively before killing his mother and himself. These incidents have triggered emergency responses: parental controls, memory and history disabling for teens, distress detection with auto-escalation to GPT-5, increased model supervision for harmful intent. OpenAI says it's working with mental health professionals to retrain prompt handling, but critics are calling it crisis PR, not deep accountability. Safety now isn't optional, especially as UK's Online Safety Act forces all platforms, including OpenAI, to implement age verification and chat topic restrictions for minors. 5. Under-the-radar moves that signal a bigger game. Beyond billion-dollar deals, pay attention to smaller moves. Just this week, OpenAI made a powerful change. The Projects feature, once reserved for paid ChatGPT users, is now available to free users. Projects allow you to organize chats like folders, add custom instructions, and limit what files GPT can access. Upload up to 5 files, 25 for Plus, and 40 for Pro users. On the surface, this looks generous, but in reality, it's classic product-led growth. Create dependency, reduce friction, and then funnel users into paid tiers through smart limitations. OpenAI did the same with Voice, GPT-4 access, Vision tools, and custom GPTs. Smaller features are acting as breadcrumbs toward usage retention and revenue expansion. So here's the full picture. Consumer tech is expanding beyond ChatGPT, code tools, iOS dev support, and multiple assistant interfaces. Enterprise AI is now its own division with a $1.1 billion back-end acquisition and dedicated leadership. AI for science is rising as OpenAI's newest moonshot under serious researchers. Meanwhile, governance and safety work has become just as mission-critical. And at the center lies a $500 billion valuation that investors clearly believe is just the beginning. OpenAI isn't just building the killer app of AI. They're quietly building the AI application layer for the future of computing.